What's going on, ladies and gents? My name is JB. You are listening / watching the Drunk Texting Podcast. If you are watching, you can see that I'm here by myself today. That is a twofold reason. The first being because it's Thanksgiving. And the first reason leads into my second reason. Because it is Thanksgiving, I told my co-host, Kristal, don't worry about showing up for this week. I got it. I'm going to do something special for the people. And I will let you all know that we're just going to do something short, quick, to the point. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to talk a little bit. We're not going to do a full episode. We're just going to do something a little short and simple. Just for the people, so that way we don't miss a week, because we're going to do our best. We've been doing our best to not miss a single week so far, so it's just going to be me and you people all alone talking real nice. But because I don't feel like going through our normal shtick by myself for an entire hour and a half, I decided to do something different. Like I said, today is Thanksgiving. I'm here with my cup. I am still drinking, still got something good. I got a mixture of Hypnotic and the Capri Sun. They have like bottles of Capri Sun now. I have a mixture of that in my cup. I'm having a great time. So we're gonna do things a little nice, simple, and easy. We are going to do for Thanksgiving. I have compiled a list. And what is that list? That is the top 10 things that JB is thankful for. Yes. I have compiled 10 things that I am so incredibly thankful for. I'm going to go through the list and I'm going to tell you why I'm thankful for these things. Once I go through all the list, that'll be the end of it. And I'll say goodbye, and I hope you all have a great rest of your Thanksgiving. But I'm not going to prelude any much longer. I'm just checking my time. I'm not going to prelude any much longer. I'm going to get right into the list. And starting off that list at number 1, alcohol. I mean, obviously, liquor. Obviously, liquor was going to be number 1. It's the Drunk Texting Podcast. Without liquor, we wouldn't have the Drunk Texting Podcast. It kind of go hand in hand, you know? See? It's simple. Now that you see how we're going to do this list, we're going to move on to number 2. Number 2, my wife. If you've listened to this podcast long enough, you know that I talk about my wife very, very much. And even though I talk about how much she got on my last nerves, I love her to the depths of my being. I would do anything for this woman. I would, and I say this, knock on wood, that it never actually happened, I would take a bullet for her. Like I said, knock on wood, I hope I never have to, but I would take over a small country for her if I had to. Real quick and easy, honestly, without hesitation, really. Number 3 on my list of things that I'm thankful for is my family. My mom, my dad, my sister, my brothers, my cousins. I'm thankful for all of them, because as close as we are, as much as we talk and little as we talk, each and every one of them has helped contribute to who I am today. I would not be the person that I am today without them. So I'm very, 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 very thankful for each and every one of them. Number 4 is all of my friends, and I'm gonna kind of break this one up into a 2-part. So there's 2 sides of the group, the friends, folks that I'm thankful for. There's my groomsmen, my bridal party groomsmen, folks that I'm thankful for, and they know why. Then there's another section of friends that I'm also thankful for. Each of them contribute to just my day-to-day life. Some of my groomsmen I literally talk to on a daily basis, like literally every single day. Well, every single day I do. Whether it's via group chat, we like send stupid memes in the group chat, or if it's personal one-on-one text. Then I have my other friends who weren't a part of my bridal party, but they're still just as important to me. They are my friends. Some of them I literally Snapchat every single morning, every single day, every single night, every single right before I go to bed, I Snapchat a bunch of my friends. A lot of folks that like, that's actually, I have a couple friends, that's our only like means of communication. That's literally some of our only means of communication. I love it to death, honestly, because it's unique. It's something that's just us. It's our relationship, and I love it to death because, you know, without them, I don't think I'd be the person I am. And without them, honestly, my days would be really boring because some of them hit me with some of the most off the wall stuff in the Snapchat and also in the group chat and in the personal text. I get, oh God, I don't even want to start trying to think too hard about some of the crazy text messages and random text messages I get for my folks. But moving on is number 5 on my list. Now, I'll admit the next like 3 or 4 are kind of goofy to me, but they're also not goofy, if that makes sense. Number 5 is professional wrestling. 100%, like the others of this list. If you've listened to this podcast, you've watched this podcast long enough, you know that I'm a professional wrestler. Shout out Jack Miles. My life, so much of my life is shaped around my love for professional wrestling. I feel like my life would be a lot different if I didn't have professional wrestling in it, and I don't necessarily mean that in a good way. I feel like my life would be a whole lot worse if I did not have professional wrestling, because I've been able to do so many awesome things with professional wrestling. I've been able to meet so many incredible people. Shout out to, oh God, so many. I don't even want to name any one particular person and just fear that I leave somebody out, you know. But I've met so many awesome people who genuinely I could not think of how my life would be had I not met them and crossed paths with them. Number 6. Number 6 is music. Number 6, I'm thankful for music. I don't just mean like music that you listen to. I mean music that you can create. I don't think I've mentioned it on the podcast. I might have. I play ukulele. I play ukulele. I play trombone. Getting to create music, just being able to tap out a beat on a table, being able to hum to yourself. I love music because I think that music is so inherently weaved into the fabric of every living being, and that's the way deeper conversation that I feel like I could have better with Kristal. But I will say that like music is so intertwined in life, and there are so many major moments in the history of everything that were dramatically changed because music was involved. So without music, I don't think reality would be what it is. So I'm thankful for music. I'm thankful that I'm able to play and create music, and I'm hoping that, I can continue to do that in the very near and even into the far future. Number 7 on my list is anime. I am so incredibly thankful for anime because anime, in my opinion, is the best thing in order to like allow you to just turn your brain off. You just turn off your brain. You just sit there and you watch brightly colorful people fight, or you watch brightly colorful people cook, or you watch brightly colorful people live their day-to-day lives, or search dungeons, or fall in love, or fall out of love, or deal with grief, or insert literally anything. And that's what I think I love so much about anime, that you can literally get anything, any kind of anything with anime. And that's just so wonderful and so great. Number 8, celebrity drama. Now, if you've heard my shit for a shot the past 2 or 3 months now, shit for a shot, you know that I do indulge in celebrity drama. I know not every celebrity drama, but the ones that are near my personal peaks and critique. And with the celebrity drama, it's just it's a fun little thing. It's fun to be able to see the drama going on for people that I don't know and probably will never meet. It's fun to see how, like, seeing people that are living the type of life that I want to live, doing things that I do now in my life. I think that's what it is. It's not like, oh man, they're celebrities, but it's like they go through drama and everything just like the rest of us. So that's something I'm thankful for, and I think that if it wasn't for celebrity drama, a lot of these people on TikTok would not be able to have the platform that they have. And speaking of TikTok platforms, I am thankful, number 9 on my list, I am thankful for TikTok. Absolutely. Very similarly to number 7, which was anime, I'm thankful for TikTok because I can literally just scroll on TikTok, turn off my brain, just not think too hard, not, worry about things going on in life. I can just decompress and just scroll and just watch silly videos and even make some silly videos myself sometimes. So I think TikTok is absolutely the most wonderful, wonderful, awesome place. God, I don't know what we're going to do if it actually does get deleted from Americans, but I doubt it. There's too much money to be made and too much money being made by the American people for it to just die away like that. Before I move on to number 10, honestly, I'll say I've been moving through this kind of fast. I genuinely didn't expect to move through this as fast as I did, but it is what it is. I did say today's episode was going to be really, really short. And that's literally just because I wanted to give my co-host a chance to have the day off. And then, I wanted to do something. I don't want people to try to run to this on Thanksgiving and try to watch it or listen to it on Thanksgiving. Spend the day with somebody you care about and you love. And if you can't do that, just relax, meditate, enjoy the day as best you can. Even if you don't celebrate today, still, just enjoy the day. It's a wonderful Thursday. People are wonderful. Life is wonderful. Yeah. But I'm going to stop, meandering? I'm going to stop, what is it? What is the word? Filibustering. I'm going to stop filibustering. And I'm going to get on to the last one. And this one is a special shout out if she actually will listen to this, if she actually does watch today's episode. Number 10 on my list of things that I am thankful for. I am thankful for my co-host, Kristal. I am so incredibly thankful for her because truly, genuinely, and honestly, I feel like if it were not for her, the Drunk Texting Podcast would not be anywhere near where it is today. Any of the successes that we've had, any of the followers, any of the subscribers, the people that comment, the people that message, I don't think we would have nearly any of the success without her. Quite literally, she became my co-host. She stepped in when I was looking for a co-host, when I was looking for someone to do this with me, to just have something silly and fun to put online. Literally, I can't say enough about how thankful I am of her, because she just really, like I said, she really just has been awesome. She's helped so much. And Kristal, if you do watch this, thank you. You get on my last nerves, especially with as much of a contrarian and unagreeable you are. But seriously, I am so incredibly thankful for you. Yeah, that's my list of the top 10 things I'm thankful for. Now, I'm immediately going to take that top 10 list and I'm going to break it, because I do have one more thing I am thankful for that I want to say right here on this podcast before I wrap everything up. I am genuinely so thankful for every single one of you that takes the time out of your day, out of your week, to listen or watch this silly little podcast made by a guy who had an idea when he was in college, who really got the idea from a friend in college, And then once he got a little bit of free time or a little bit of free space, asked his friend if he could use the podcast idea and go with it and make it into something from a silly little idea one night that just literally had the idea one night, and I just kind of ran with it. And I'm so incredibly thankful for all of y'all, because genuinely, if it weren't for y'all, we wouldn't do this. If we made this podcast and for like 2 months we got no listeners, no viewers, no subscribers, we would have just put it down. Like, I didn't tell Kristal this, but I had in my mind that if we did not start seeing viewers pop up or subscribers popping up by our like 15th episode, that I was gonna just call it quits. And the reason I say that is because I did research on podcast growth, I did research on social media growth, and one of the things that it said was, you know, that one of the reasons that podcasts fail is that they stop before episode 7. Now, as you can see, we've made it well past episode 7, and I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, the podcast is exactly where I want it to be, because, you know, there's always room to grow, but it's like, I'm really appreciative. I'm thankful. I'm happy that this is something that we've been able to do, and something that we've been able to present to you guys. Literally, I have people that message me all the time that ask me questions about the podcast. I got people that are asking me to be on the podcast. I got people that are trying to, you know, ask like advice on how to start their own podcast because of us. So like, I'm so thankful for you guys, because I feel like I couldn't be able to do for them anything, or I wouldn't be able to talk to other people about podcasting and stuff like that if it weren't for y'all. Seriously, you guys make doing this worth it, because I'll never be able to truly put into words what it means to me getting a message or reading a comment about like something that we said on the podcast, or like people messaging me something silly that I said on the podcast, or something silly Kristal said on the podcast, and then, oh, well, he said something silly, ha 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 ha, this is what I thought about that. And it's just like, having those conversations always makes me happy. So truly, I thank you guys so much, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Now, before I wrap up, it's now going to be tradition, I am going to down the rest of this drink before I say my goodbye. All that's gonna be bad in the morning. Y'all ever had them drinks? Y'all just take them drinks and y'all just down them, and you know it's gonna come back to bite you later. Oh, I know that's gonna come back to bite me later. Whew. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's episode. If you guys have enjoyed it, please give us a like. Please consider subscribing. Please consider following if you're on Spotify. Also, let us know down in the comments, what are some things you're thankful for? I'm sure there's plenty of things that I'd love to hear from it. I'm sure Kristal would love to hear some things that you guys are thankful for, and then make us have, you know, give us something fun to talk about in the next episode. You can follow us everywhere on social media at Drunk Text Pod. I'm going to make a blue sky for us eventually. Those will all be linked down below. You can find me everywhere at _YoungJB. That's at _YUNGJAYBEE. You can find Kristal everywhere at Kristal Deshan. KRISTALDESHANE. Even without her, I was still going to do it. But with that being said, we'll see you all in the next episode. Please remember that you are loved, you are appreciated, and we are so happy that you continue to join us here on the Drugs Texting Podcast. Bye-bye.
If you or a loved one is struggling with alcohol abuse, dial the National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline at 1-800-662-4357. The National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline provides information on alcohol and drug abuse, local treatment options, and support through hotline counselors who are there to help and speak with you about alcohol, drug, or family problems.